Hello, oh that's glaring, let me move that fast. Hello, this is my December 2017 manga haul. It's the last haul of the year. It's a lot bigger than most of my hauls will probably be. It's of course the first haul video I'm doing. But yeah, generally there's so many sales around Christmas and that, and presents and stuff. I got a lot more than I generally would. There's not going to be any anime in this video because I haven't done a full collection video, but once I do a full collection video, I'll start adding anime to these. I'm thinking of redoing my collection video that I put out just a few weeks ago after this, and just do like my manga end of 2017 video, and then remove the other one because it's spur of the moment, it was poor quality, the lighting was awful, all kinds of bad stuff about it. And then I'll have end of 2017 anime and manga videos, and then do hauls for all of it. So let me know what you think about that, and yeah, I'm going to get right into this haul. Gonna stop keeping you busy. So the first volume I got is Happy Volume 4. So I'm sorry for the glare. The lighting in my room is actually atrocious. I have to use my camera's light. But yes, that's the first one. I'm a huge fan of Happy, especially the manga I like a lot more than the anime. The art is really highly detailed, super cute, and it's not as over the top as the anime, which I actually like a lot more. And they don't push Timothy as much to be some sort of like mascot character. He actually, I don't think, shows up till this volume or the one before, whereas in the anime he shows up immediately. So, and that's the first one. The next volume is Bungo Stray Dogs, Volume 5. This should get me all caught up on the current English releases. It's a super fun, very mature sort of shonen. And I think this gets into the first part of Season 2, I think, is where this ends up in the manga. Or the second part. It kind of skipped the background arc, but I'm sure that'll be coming. Next up, I actually got these off eBay, and they're a little damaged, but they're in good quality. Pretty good quality. I got a Chrono Crusade, Volume 1. As you can kind of see if I get the light right, there's a bit of a crease here, but yeah, it's kind of hard to see. There we go. But they were really cheap, and it's really hard to find these because they've been out of print for so long. They're from ADV Manga, which, like, yeah, that's not a thing anymore. So I got Volume 1. I got Volume 2, which is in better condition, no major creases. Oh, sorry, Volume 3. What am I saying? Volume 5. And Volume 7. I'm a huge fan of Chrono Crusade. Once you see my anime collection video, I do have that in there as well, signed by Greg Ayres, the voice of Chronos, so spoilers for that, but I absolutely adore the series. Weirdly enough, it was a batch of all of the odd numbers, but none of the evens, so I need to get all the evens. There's 8 volumes in total. So after that, we have Fire Force, Volume 6. This is the newest Atsushi Okubo series. I also got Volume 7. My arms don't stretch far enough. I have a really awkward setup right here. Also, sorry if I sound kind of weird. I've been sick, and I managed to get my whole family sick, so I'm just starting to recover so I can finally do this video. Next up, I have Gabriel Dropout. Super excited to actually get an English release of this. I'm a huge fan of the manga and the anime, and I'm really looking forward to the future volumes. There's a new character just introduced in the newest chapters of the manga that's super cute, and there's a lot of funny gags with them, so yeah, we have that. And then I also got Gakko and Polizzi Volume 2. This completes my Gakko and Polizzi series. It's okay. Not the best of Milk Moinaga's work. It felt like she wanted to branch out and do something else, and people didn't really like it because she didn't focus enough on the romance or something. And then she went super dark, and they were like, yeah, no, this isn't gonna work, which made it feel kind of rushed, unfortunately, because the premise is really neat, and I wish it would have gone on a bit longer, because then it might have ended up better. But next up, we have Hannah and Hina After School. It's another Milk Morinaga series, and this completes my collection of that, which I'm super happy to have. This is one of the better Milk Morinaga series out there. A lot of her stuff that's been brought over into English is like one-shots or Gakko and Polizzi and Secret Princess, which are super short. I mean, this is still only 3 volumes. It's pretty short, but it's one of the better series because it had more time to drag out the romance and really look at the feelings. Of course, Girlfriends is still the best one that's out, but yeah, happy to have that. Next up, I got Kakegurui, Volume 1. I need somewhere to put these. Kakegurui, Volume 2. And Kakegurui, Volume 3. I absolutely love the covers on these. They are gorgeous. The weird thing about Kakegurui that I didn't expect is how large the volumes are. Like, they're a lot thicker. Like, here's this compared to Hannah and Hina. Like, you can see the difference in the amount of pages. Like, does it say exactly how many pages? I don't want to show anything. Yeah, they're about 250 pages each. And they're also in these nice larger editions, but even with 3 volumes being at 250, I think Volume 3 ends around episode 5 of the anime. So the anime really rushed through everything, so I'm super excited to actually get to read these and kind of like read at the slower, more drawn out pace. Because it did feel kind of rushed at points in the anime. Because yeah, generally most series get 2 episodes per volume, which would assume, especially with the larger volumes, they'd probably have been around episode 7 you would expect it to end on. But next up we have Kissin' White Lily for My Dearest Girl, Volume 2. And Volume 3. More Yuri. Yes, I get a lot of Yuri. I don't know how I feel about this series, because the main girls that I like, I started reading and I really like the romance of the main girls, but they've kind of just get 1 or 2 chapters per volume, and there's no development there, which makes it really awkward, and they focus on like these side romances, which would be cool if it was like an anthology, but the fact that the main romance that drew me in gets absolutely no attention just kind of bums me out, and lost a bit of interest there. Next up, we got Nabai no O, Volume 3, and Volume 5. So, I had Volume 4 already. 3 was, like, out of print or something. Or no, 4 was out of print at the regular shop, which is why I bought it separately. And then these got stuck in the mail because, 3 wasn't available online. It wasn't in their online warehouse from where I usually buy from, so they actually had to pull it out of one of their stores first. So I had to ship from one of their stores to one of their warehouses, then ship out again, so it took like a month to send out. I actually ordered that back in September. Not September, November, what am I saying? But yeah, slowly catching up on this series. There's 14 volumes total, I believe, so just 9 left. We're about a third of the way through. Next up, we have Nishijo, Volume 6. I love just picking up a volume of this every once in a while. It's a good, quick, light read, and then that has the sticker in. But yeah, it's really nice. There's just 4 more volumes, and then I have to pick up the Helvetica Standard volumes, and I'll have the complete series. Next up, we have Pandora and the Crimson Shell Ghost Turn, Volume 4. This is the canonical prequel to Ghost in the Shell. This is also kind of Yuri. It's really cute, but it's also really ridiculous. It's just the most over-the-top, like, sci-fi series I can think of, and yeah, I really enjoy just how dumb and zany it gets, so I think they're up to, like, volume 7 or 8 now out, so I'm a bit behind on this, but hoping to catch up soon. And then I picked up the first volume of A Promised Neverland, or The Promised Neverland. This manga is incredible. It is probably one of my favorite new reads. It's just so dark and different from most shonen. I just flipped to a spoiler. It's not really, I flipped to the first chapter, so that's not really a spoiler, but it's just really dark and fucked up and super good. Like, super, super enjoyable. The way they take the plot and sort of the mind games that are in it are very interesting. A lot of shonen is all just the battle fantasy, but this is more like mind games, so yeah, it's a pretty cool read if you like sort of dark. I guess even if you like stuff like Kakaguri, this would probably be up your alley, because it's a lot more of that mental challenge and less of the physical, like, we have to win at all costs challenge. Yeah, next up, we got So Cute It Hurts, Volume 1. It's a shoujo series. I don't have too much shoujo. I've been meaning to get into it more, and of course I would get into the one that has cross-dressing and gender shenanigans, because it's not like that's what I go for in shoujo. I've just realized, I didn't actually realize until I bought this, but the other shoujo series I own are Ouran High School Host Club, Voiceover, and Heaven's Will, and all of them have, like, cross-dressing and gender shenanigans. So I'm like, oh, right. Makes sense, but I didn't even notice. That's all the shoujo I have. So, continuing that trend. And then next up we got Spirits and Cat Ears. I don't know how I feel about this manga. It is really creepy and uncomfortable. Like, really. This dude is really creepy. I don't like him. I don't like his relationship with her. Like, a lot of the gags, I'd be like, oh, that's cute, or, oh, like, that's right up my alley, except for how creepy he is, and how he, like, emotionally manipulates her. I'm like, this just feels like a really bad abusive relationship kind of thing. I don't know if I'll pick up any more volumes of this. Maybe if they're super cheap and on sale or something, but not a priority. The girls in it they have such good, like, personalities and character designs, but then it's just all ruined by him. He ruins everything. I hope he gets killed off. Just, ugh. Ugh, don't... Yeah. Just no words. And then I got Splatoon, Volume 1. This manga feels like it's more for much younger kids. Like, it'd be a good entry point for, like, elementary school kids to get into manga. It's very childish. There's not too much going on in it, but I love Splatoon, so I thought it'd be fun. I wanted to pick it up. I'll probably keep picking up volumes, even though it's, like, not that good, just because of the fact that I love Splatoon, so, yeah. Next up, we have Sweet Blue Flowers, going back to the Yuri. I absolutely love this series. The artwork is incredible, the characters are great, just everything about this series is really nice, and the releases are super, super nice, too, with their sort of gatefold and extra size 2-in-1s. So this covers volumes 3 and 4, so that is half of the series. There are 2 more of these to come out, and then I'll have the full series. And I really, really hope that it sells really well, and because this is by the creator of Wandering Sun, I really hope that it either causes Fantagraphics to pick up and finish putting out Wandering Sun and reprint Volume 3, because I can't get that except for, like, for over $100, or Viz will do a license rescue if it does really well and take or like buy Wandering Sun off Fantagraphics, I would hope, and re-release it, because I really want all of Wandering Sun in my collection, and it's just not going to be possible at this point to get it all because of the fact that it got picked up by Fantagraphics, who sure put it on a really nice format, but Fantagraphics were not ready for the manga world, it seems. They really didn't advertise it well, push that they had it, and it just didn't sell well enough, I guess. We also got volume 6 of Takemi Bachi, Letter B. I love this series. I watched the anime years ago. I love the artwork in it. It's so pretty, and it makes such good use of the negative space and the black and white in manga. Like, look how pretty that is. I adore this series. I'm pretty far behind on it right now, though. I'm hoping to buy a lot more of it soon. There are 20 volumes in total, so I am 14 behind. I'm only a quarter of the way through, but I will hopefully get there soon. Next up, we have Tapu GP. It's a mini bike racing series by the creator of Oh My Goddess. I'm a huge fan of sports shows, so I picked this up on a whim to try it out, and it's okay. It's pretty fun. I do like the art a lot. It's very old school manga feeling. I don't actually know how old this series is, but it gives a really neat sense of motion throughout, and like the actual like biking scenes are really pretty. So it's not a priority, but I do plan to keep buying these and reading them because I did enjoy it, and I do want to know where it goes, and I am a sucker for sports manga, so there's that. And then the last volume I got is really interesting. I got this in the eBay bundle with the Chrono Crusade volumes, but this is Shonen Jump Graphic Novels Volume 3, a compilation edition. This is the Fall/Winter 2004 edition, and on the back it lists all the different series. So Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Hikaru no Go, Knights of the Zodiac, Naruto, One Piece, Prince of Tennis, Rurouni Kenshin, Shaman King, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Yu Yu Hakusho, and then Beat the Vandal Buster, Whistle, and Bleach. So it looks like in this, it looks like it has the first chapter or two or something. Or like a chapter. Yeah, it looks like it has the first chapter of all three of these series, and that these were probably made to like try to make you buy them, but it's just really weird. I don't see a big reason to keep this. I wouldn't mind getting rid of it, but I guess it's interesting as a collector's item. That's about it, because there's no way like they'd ever go through all the series with these compilations, and I don't think they do them anymore. But yeah, this is just a kind of neat, interesting thing, so I'll show this off as well, but I might just get rid of this. But yeah, so that's my entire manga haul for December 2017, and just in time for the new year. Again, I was thinking of redoing my collection video for a full end of 2017 collection and get rid of the other one. So if you think you'd be interested in that and having it in better quality, because my current one's in terrible quality and terrible lighting, let me know. I'll probably have an anime collection video up soon, and then if people are interested in a remake of the manga collection, I'll redo that as well. So thank you very much for watching, and be sure to follow or subscribe or whatever if you're interested in more of these in the future. And we also, me and my co-host Lastly, who I share this channel with, also do an anime podcast, Shenanimagins, which you can find on our channel here. So yeah, if you're interested in that, please subscribe, take a look, and thank you very much for watching, and take care.